Hey you guys, I hope you're having a great Christmas. So far mine's been pretty fantastic. I've run into a problem with this H30 or A50 cooler by Corsair, and it is that I cannot remove this screw, this last screw, from the bracket. Now, basically my complaint is that these mounting braces, whatever they are incredibly flimsy. This back plate here, two of these screws were fine. These ones across from each other were fine, but this one, when I tried to unscrew it, the entire bar started spinning, and I couldn't remove the thing without using some pliers, which I hate getting pliers anywhere close to my machine. But I had to hold the thing there with pliers, and I've stripped the hell out of the actual post there by trying to hold it steady with the pliers there. So this thing right here, I had to use some needle nose pliers and try to get in there and hold it tight while I unscrewed it. Now, part of the problem may be that when I installed it, I tightened them down too much. I think that's attributed to my rather thin PCB here. This is a H61 Asus something or other. Pretty small micro ATX board, and I've moved up to a ASRock Z77 Pro 4. And I'm trying to get my precious 3770K out of there, and I can't because this thing, it just continues to screw. The bottom one is not spinning at all. So I'm feeling that this thing has somehow stripped in some weird way. But it's in such a way that there's absolutely no way I can get it off. So when I first installed this H50, it's a really good cooler, by the way. The fan is obviously not attached right now, and it's a pretty good cooler. But the problem is, I can't bloody get the thing on, and when I first tried, I think it was this screw on the other side that I pointed to you. That one originally was not threaded. It felt like it was threaded incorrectly, and I undid it and put it back on, and it kept tightening up. So I ended up using a screwdriver to tighten it down to a point where it would actually hold steady against the thing. And by the way, this thing moves. When all these screws were down, I was getting okay cooling temperatures, like around 30 degrees Celsius, running just stock clock speeds, and this thing would move around like that. You can see, maybe you can't see, but there's about 1 millimeter of movement there, and that's not just because I had these off. That was when I had them down. So Corsair, I'm considering not buying from you anymore, because if I'm going to get this level of quality, if I want to buy something like an H100 or an H100i, which I was interested in getting, if it's going to have a mounting bracket like this, then I'm not going to buy it, because currently I don't know how the hell I'm going to reattach this thing to my 3770K when I've actually, so look at this. So it looks like as though I started stripping it, because if you see there, I'm sorry, but so right there, those are tiny, really sharp little fibers of metal that are sticking off the top of that, and I'm sorry that you can't see it because it's not focused correctly. Yeah, it's not focusing any closer. But they're tiny little shards of metal because these things are just stripping, and they're such pieces of crap. And I don't think unless the H100 cooler is much better than this, I will not be buying from Corsair again. Just because of this problem. So, if I can't get this off, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Maybe I'll have to pry it off, but I was hoping on saving this motherboard to give to my brother and put it in his machine. But, yeah, I don't know how the hell I'm going to take this off. And I'm probably going to have to end up using the terrible stock cooler for the 3770K, which is just appalling. And I do not want to have to do that. I was planning on overclocking with this new Z77 board. So, yeah, that's my problem. I don't know how the hell I'm going to fix it, but yeah, thanks a lot, Corsair. Thanks a lot.